If you think you're getting hated on, just watch this video. And hopefully I can, clear up some of the confusion, some of the pain that you may be feeling. If people keep messing with you, bullying you, you know what I mean? Taking advantage of you in ways that don't make sense. I can clarify that right now. When I was younger, it just felt like everybody was out to destroy me in a sense, and when I list off some of these things, I'm not saying this to be cocky, because all I have is from God. And what I have, it's not better than anything else somebody else has from their perspective. But with all that being said, when I was younger, I was good at some stuff. I like to draw. And the people my age didn't know how to draw like me. I like to draw. I like to make music, And I was always myself, And people would talk down on me. Like, especially men. They would talk down on me. And I would always wonder why. Like, why don't you respect me in this way? Some of them might try to put their hands on you. And like I even had a dude come behind me and try to L me out just to assert some bit of dominance over me. Quick fact, if somebody try to L you out, tuck your chin so that their arm can't go around your neck. Tuck your chin. And that's what I did. And that's why I didn't, get L'd out. But nonetheless, dude just snuck behind me. I wasn't even, I just hear people laughing. I'm like, what y'all laughing at? The whole time he's sneaking behind me. Boom. And I tucked my chin. But he did all that to try to make a joke out of me. I used to draw stuff. I had people rip it up. I made music. I had people talk down on the music. Oh, yo, you ass, yo. I had people post the music on their Instagram just to make fun of it. My own family, my own friends, whoever it may be. I'm not trying to call nobody out because it's all love and I forgive you if you're watching this. But with that being said, it put me through a lot of pain. And I wonder why. The reason why they do that, whatever somebody is doing to you, the reason why they do that is because they see you as a better version of themselves. They see themselves in you, but better. They wish they could be you. All the people that made fun of my music, I found out years later that they made poems secretly. They made poems. And it only took years for me to find that out because of how secluded it was, how secretive it was. The people that made fun of my drawings couldn't draw. And every time they drew, people would make fun of it and laugh at it. But every time I drew something, the people who weren't haters would say, yo, that's hard, yo. They would show everybody the drawings. Yo, he drew this. You know what I mean? And, your friends, I use that term loosely. Your friends don't want to see you succeed. The people that made fun of my music, they want it to be as original as me. And I'm not saying that to be cocky, because we all got originality in us, but they were living lives that wasn't theirs. And they saw me living a life that was mine, and they hated that, They hated that. Maybe some of them wanted to do ballet, but they were too afraid to do it. So they saw me doing what I was afraid to do, but still doing it. And it hurt them inside. And that's the same thing for you. That's the same thing for you. You are doing what they wish they could do, but they can't. Or maybe you have what they wish they had, but don't. You know what I mean? You may have a loving family. They don't. So they hate the fact that you come into school smiling every day when they go to school dirty because they don't have the money to get dressed. And God bless them. That's why I can't judge, because the people that hate on you really are in pain also. So I advise you greet them with love. You know what I mean? Don't greet violence with violence. Love those who hate you and pray for those, who prosecute you. Pray for them. so that they can heal. Because who gonna hate you? Somebody who hate themselves first. You gotta hate yourself first to project it outwards. As within, so without. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You know, but you have something that they wish they had. Rather it's happiness, a relationship, success, confidence, whatever it may be. And they'll try to, if they can't, you know, you might have a loving family. They can't just kill your family. Well, they can, but they can't. So they have to make fun of something. They got to make fun of your face. They got to make fun of the way you look. They got to hit you. They got to push you on a locker to make sure that when you in school, you feel miserable, like how they feel when they go home. You know, it's all a cycle. Pray for them. Talking about fake friends. And again, I forgive all of y'all if you're watching this. You know, I'm not trying to call out anybody specific. It's all love. You know, I genuinely forgive you because you did what you did from your perspective. You did what you did from your perspective, and that was all you knew how to do at that time with the facilities that you had in the moment, you know? Like, we had the minds that we had, and we knew how to control our resources at the ability that we knew how to control them. So I can't judge you for doing what you did. But I had friends who would make fun of me for getting the girl, right? I would talk to a girl, they would make fun of me for doing that. As soon as I get the girl, they would call her a hoe. They would call her this, they would call her that. And maybe she was, you know what I mean? Like back then, my relationships were shaky. Maybe she was. But that advice didn't come from the heart. It wasn't like, oh, she a hoe, you should leave her alone. They would just talk down on her because they wanted her. Because I would hear them making remarks about how they wanted to fuck her. It was people who I called my friends, you know, who knew I had a girl, who knew I talked to, and regardless, she a hoe or not, they knew I talked to her. And they would add her to their close friends list. You know what I mean? I wasn't on this close friends list. If you don't know the close friends list, it's basically Instagram, and you can post a story, but then you can make a private post that only certain people would see. So they would add her to that and, you know, post pictures of their dick on there and shit. You know what I mean? Like, they would post like, oh, hit me up if you want to text. Just a little sneaky shit that I couldn't see. You know what I mean? And mosquitoes on me. And, you know, and these people who dap me up every day, these people who I call my friends, you know what I mean? But back then, I didn't know what a real friend was. A real friend is loving. A real friend is somebody who's going to have your back, who wants to see you succeed, who wants to see you shine, you know? A real friend is somebody who applauds when you succeed and helps you up when you fall. You know what I mean? And if you don't know how it feels to have that, then maybe you're not around real friends. Maybe you're not around real friends. If people always putting you down, always, they laughing at you when you fall, never congratulating you when you succeed, always saying you can't do something. You always want to, like, you know, always telling you how something won't work. You know, always talking about themselves and putting their accomplishments over yours. Always making you the butt of their jokes when they around people so their ego can feel boosted by putting you down. Talking about stuff that's private, that they shouldn't talk about with other people, but they doing it, etc. And they not your real friends. They not your real friends. And I realized that through my time, through my life, you know what I mean? I met some real friends along the way. You know, I love them. I love y'all. You know what I mean? If y'all watching this. And that's what showed me the value of life. People hate to see you win when you doing what they want to do. They'll always talk down on it because they not the ones doing it. You know, and they always talk down on it, but when the tables turn, if they ever turn, they would do what you doing. Oh yeah, she a hoe, yo, don't talk to her. As soon as he get a chance to talk to her. She ain't no hoe, yo, I was joking. But you passed up on her too late. You gotta think about that, yo. Something that I grew to learn. So why do they hate you? You know? Because you're them but better. And God made you unique. He gave you a light within. And you shine from that light. And that demons hate that. The demons that they have, they hate that. You make them uncomfortable. You know, you make them feel less of themselves. They feel insecure when they're around you, just due to how confident you feel. But never dim yourself for somebody else. Never. Always be 100% you, always, no matter what. I don't care how people feel. Be you. You know what I mean? You don't gotta dumb yourself down for nobody. If you confident, be confident. If it makes somebody insecure, fuck them. You know what I mean? That's for real. Because it's rather, because what? You gonna dumb yourself down for them? You know, you gonna take your eyes out because they can't see? Shit, maybe your confidence will inspire somebody and make them want to be themselves, you know? Maybe you shining bright right here, you having to get made fun of by 1,000 people, maybe 200 of those people who make fun of you really reconsider what they said and change their life around because of you. Maybe you inspire them one day. So just remember that. Remember, it's haters out there who wanna knock you down. You know what I mean? And that's something that really damaged me a lot in life. So I'll probably go in depth on it in another video, just talk about it again, because as I talk, I get it off my chest and I heal from it. So if I make multiple videos about it, it ain't because I'm trying to spam, it's just because I need to get it off my chest. But yeah, follow God, you know, and always be yourself. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, music channel, link in bio. I made a song called Promo Dragonfly, check it out. I made a song called Promo Dragonfly, check it out, man. I love y'all, and always, praise Christ.